R.S Aggarwal, class 10, chapter 2, exercise 2a. Question number 14. Find the quadratic polynomial, sum of whose zeros is 8 and their product is 12. Hence, find the zeros of the polynomial. We have to find a quadratic polynomial whose sum and the product is given. So alpha plus beta is 8 is given and product is 12. And after the quadratic polynomial, we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. Whenever there is a zeros, sum of zeros and a product is 0 is given, we can find a quadratic polynomial. First, write it down what are the given. So this is question number 14. Sum of zeros, sum of zeros, we write it as alpha plus beta. So I am giving the writing in a bracket alpha plus beta, that is 8. Product of 0, product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, that is 12. Whenever sum is given and product is given, we can find a quadratic polynomial. So the quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of zeros alpha plus beta x plus product of zeros alpha beta is equal to 0. X square minus sum of zeros, we have 8, x is here, plus product of zeros 12. We got the equation. Now as soon as we got the equation, we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. In the question, we have to find the quadratic polynomial is asked and zeros of the polynomial. So for finding the zeros of the polynomial, multiply and c. Here a is 1, c is 12. So it will give 12. Now do the prime factorization. It's divisible by 3, 4, 2, 2. I have to make the 8 by addition. Check the sign of the constant. So it's addition. So it will be 8, 3 to the 6, 6 plus 2 equal to 8. So x square will remain the same, minus instead of 8 it can be written as 6 plus 2, x plus 12 equal to 0. So x square minus plus into minus 6, x plus into minus minus 2, x plus 12 equal to 0. Take the common. So it will be x comma x minus 6 minus 2, x minus plus into minus minus into minus plus 6 equal to 0. So x minus 6 and another is x minus 2. So we go for either or. Either x minus 6 equal to 0, so it will give x equal to 6. Another or x minus 2 equal to 0, x equal to 2. We got the value of x, that is the zeros of the polynomial. So the zeros of the polynomial are, that is 6 and 2. 6 and 2. The zeros of the polynomials are 6 and 2. Now question number 15. Question number 15. Find the quadratic polynomial, the sum of whose 0 is 0 and their product is minus 1. Hence find the zeros of the polynomial. Sum of zeros is given, product of zeros is given. We have to find the quadratic polynomial and we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. So write it down what are the given. So given first, that is sum of zeros is given, product of zeros is given. This is question number 15. The sum of zeros, sum of zeros, we represent it by alpha plus beta equal to 0. Product of 0, product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, it's given minus 1. Now whenever sum is given, product is given, we can find a quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now x square minus sum of 0 is 0, x plus product of 0 is minus 1 equal to 0. So x square, if you multiply by 0, it will become 0, no need to write anything, so it will be plus into minus, minus 1. This is the quadratic polynomial. Now we have to find the zeros of polynomial. Whenever there is no 3 term, middle term is not required, you can find it directly. So x square, take the minus 1 that side, it will give plus 1. When now I need the value of x, so take the square that side, it will become square root along with the 2 sign, one is positive and one is negative. So x will be plus minus root over 1. Whenever square is taken this side, it will become square root. So it will be x equal to plus minus, what is the value of root 1? Root 1 will always give 1. So we got the value of x, that is 1 and minus 1. So this is the zeros of the polynomial. The zeros of the polynomial are 1 and minus 1. Next question, that is question number 16. Question number 16, find a quadratic polynomial the sum of whose zeros is 5 by 2 and their product is minus 1. Hence find the zeros of the polynomial. Sum of zeros is given, that is alpha plus beta is given, and alpha into beta is given 1. So we have to find a quadratic polynomial, then we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. This is question number 16. Since sum of zeros is given, that is sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus, we represent the sum of zeros by alpha plus beta equal to, that is given 5 by 2. Product of zeros we represent by alpha into beta, it's equal to how much? 1. It's given in the question. Since we have the sum of zeros and we have the product of zeros, we can find the quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta x, plus product of zeros alpha beta equal to 0. Now put it, x square, values of sum of zeros, that will be 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2 x plus product of zeros, that is alpha beta is 1. Whenever this is now, whenever quadratic equation have to be in the form without fraction, so we have to remove the fraction. How are you going to remove the fraction? Whenever the number is not in a form of fraction, make it in the form of fraction. How will you make it as a form of fraction? Divided by 1. So equal divided by 1, this will be also divided by 1. So it will become, all become fraction. Now take the LCM, so it will become 2. LCM of 2 and 1, that is 2. If you divide 2 by 1, it will become 2. So 2 multiplied by 1, it will be 2x square. Minus 2 divided into 1 into 5, that is will be 5x. Plus 2, if you divide 2 by 1, it will give 2. 2 into 1 is 2. Now take the 0 to that side. So it will be 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0 into 2. If you multiply any number by 0, it will always give 0. 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. We got the quadratic polynomial. Now we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. So for finding the zeros of the polynomial, multiply the NC. So A is 2, C is 2, that is 4. Prime factorization of 4, that is 2 into 2. We have to make it 5 by addition, 4. 2 into 2, 4. We can take 2, 1. So 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 equal to 5. So 2x square minus, instead of 4, instead of 5, it will be 4 plus 1 x plus 2 equal to 0. So it will be 2x square minus 4x plus into minus minus x plus 2 equal to 0. We are going to take the command 2x, so it will be x minus 2 2s are 4. Here we have to take the minus 1 command, so it will be x minus into minus plus 2 into 1 is 2 equal to 0. Now so x minus 2, then 2x minus 1, so x minus 2, 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now either or, either x minus 2 equal to 0, so x equal to 2, or 2x minus 1 equal to 0, so it will be 2x equal to 1, x equal to 1 by 2. We x equal to 1 by 2. We got the value of our x. That value of x is the zeros of the polynomial. So the zeros of the polynomial are 2 and half, 2 and half. Question number 17. Find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros is given. Zeros are, we have to find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha 2 and minus 6. Verify the relationship between the coefficient and the zeros of the polynomial. Here alpha and beta is given. We have to find a quadratic polynomial and we have to find a verification. What is the given? Alpha and beta is given. So this is question number 17. Question number 17. The zeros of polynomial. Zeros of polynomials are, there is 2 and minus 6. So therefore alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to minus 6. Now we are going to find a quadratic polynomial. So I need a sum of zeros. There is alpha plus beta. So 2 plus minus 6 equal to 2 plus into minus minus 6. It will give minus 4. Now product, there is alpha beta. Alpha into beta. Alpha is 2, beta is minus 6. So plus into minus minus, or 6 2s are 12. We got the sum of zeros and we got a product of zeros. Now we can find a quadratic polynomial. That is quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. So x square minus from the alpha plus beta, that is minus 4 x plus alpha beta. The value of alpha beta, that is minus 12 equal to 0. Now it will be x square minus into minus, there will be plus 4x minus 12 equal to 0. This is the quadratic polynomial. This is the quadratic polynomial. Now we have to find the relationship. For finding the relationship, we need the value of a, b, c. Compare with this, ax square plus bx plus c. So a will be how much? 1. Nothing is there, means 1. B will be 4. C will be minus 12. We got everything. Now sum of zeros, c. Sum of 0 alpha plus beta we got already 4, and product of zeros, that alpha beta is already 12. Sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta already got. Now so by the formula, that is minus b by a. What is minus from the formula? What is value of b? That is 4. Value of a, that is 1. So it will give minus 1. Minus 4. So here also minus 4. Sum of zeros we already Sum of zeros already got -4. Now come to the product of zeros, that is alpha beta. If you want, you can write it here. Again, sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, that is equal to -4. Already we did it. Now come to the product of zeros. Product of zeros, that is c by a. What is the value of c? -12. Value of a, 1. It will give -12. And we got the product of zeros, that is -12. Already we did it. Product of zeros, but I am writing it here, just it will stay near together, so it will be -12. So hence verified.